Welcome to episode 2 of Develop Your Superpowers, Becoming a Deliberate Creator. Yes. In our last episode, I mentioned that I was going to show you how to get what you want. And I'm not talking about what you want for dinner. I'm talking about what gets you out of bed in the morning. Some people get out of bed in the morning just because they didn't die the night before. Now, that's not a very inspiring life, if you ask me. Whatever it is that has you getting out of bed in the morning, if it isn't like a 5-year-old getting out of bed on Christmas morning, then what's the point? So, what's it take for you to get out of bed in the morning like a 5-year-old on Christmas morning? About a year ago, I seriously began to ask myself the question, what do I want? What is it that would get me out of bed like a 5-year-old on Christmas morning? So I sat down in a quiet place with a blank sheet of paper, took out my pen, and made a list of 30 things that I wanted. I didn't worry about how I was going to get it. I didn't worry about even if it was possible. I just made a list of 30 things. That's what I'm saying you should do. So get yourself a blank sheet of paper and find yourself a quiet place and begin to write down 30 things that you want. You can maybe spend about 30 to 45 minutes on this. Now, these things that you write down that you want, they're not what your wife wants for you, or what your husband wants for you, or what your friends and family, or brothers and sisters, and aunts and uncles, or anybody else wants for you. It's what you want for you. Okay, a quote that you might want to keep in mind when you're writing your list of 30 things is this quote by Steve Bowe. And it goes something like this. It says, God's gift to us is more talent and ability than we'll ever use in our lifetime. Our gift to God is to develop as much of that talent and ability as we can in this lifetime. If you took the 45 minutes or so to write down the 30 things that you want, you're well on your way to identifying your definite major purpose, which is very important. The next step is to take those 30 things, and we're going to divide them into categories. There's 3 categories. The first category is things that you already know how to get. These are called type A goals or wants. So type A things are like, I want to fix my car, right? You know how to do that. You can just take it down to the repair shop, find a friend, pull it into your garage or in the street, jack it up, do whatever you need to do. You know how to do those things. Okay, so that would be a type A want. Okay, the second category is type B wants. Those are things that you can figure out how to do. Like you could say, well, I want to fix my car, but I've only got, it cost $1,000 to fix it. I've only got 600. So I can do some things to come up with the other $400. Okay, so those are like type B goals. Those are things that you know how to do if you had a plan, okay, to figure out how to make that happen. But you know you can do it. Okay, now type C goals or type C wants are things that are in your imagination. They're your fantasy. They're the things you dream about. They're the things you definitely don't know how to do, but you're willing and able to make it happen. Okay, and the type C goals are the types of goals that I love helping people achieve. Now, if you've developed your C type goal, you're ready for my 6-month program where I'll show you how to get what it is you want. But you got to figure out what you want first. That's the bottom line. So, although my course is available, I don't accept any students or any clients unless they know what they want, because then that could take some time. I spent the last year really clearly defining what it is I want. Okay, so you may spend a year, you may spend a couple weeks, but either way, you want to have a definite major purpose in order to plunk down the money it's going to take for me to take you through my program. I'm just going to facilitate the program for you. And then we're going to go help you get what it is that you want. Okay, it's pretty cool. You really can have anything you want, and my program will show you how to do it. All the actions I deliberately take lead me to my goal as I continue to grow into my greatness for myself and for the benefit of the world. I always keep in mind that I am the spark. We all are. Thank you for watching episode 2. In episode 1, I mentioned that in order to develop your superpowers, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to give up your identity. So then I introduced 4 identities: ghetto guy, alternative lifestyle guy, no teeth guy, and silver spoon. So although those 4 identities served me well in my life, they're now history. Who are we really? No matter who you think you are, there's a version of yourself that can create things beyond your imagination. But it isn't enough just to learn this information. You also have to apply it. So do the exercises. Spend the 45 minutes to write down your goals, and do it every day if you need to, until you crystallize that goal into the very thing that you really, really want and you really desire. And that's going to guarantee your success. Now, in my coaching program, I have a preview of lesson 1. And lesson 1 basically is going to help you with what I've just explained here in this video. It's going to help you determine what do you want, because you have to know what you want, guys. If you don't know what you want, you're just not going to achieve anything. You're just going to run around in circles. Okay, so that's one of the key things. So I encourage you, highly encourage you, to do the exercise. And if you'd like to do lesson 1, my preview of it, it's free. It's completely free. I'm going to create another little group where I can do that with people. So we'll go through the 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of the 6-month course, completely free, and help you develop and figure out what it is you want. Now, lesson 1 in my 6-month course is all about identifying your worthy ideal. So I highly encourage you, get in contact with me. There's ways to do that. You can send me a message via Facebook Messenger. You can email me, you can call me, you can set up an appointment, whatever it takes. If you're interested in doing that first lesson, it's completely free. And I have a separate group where I take care of that. And in that group, we'll go through the 2 weeks. Each lesson, you spend 2 weeks on it. So lesson 1, we're going to spend 2 weeks on it. And I'm going to meet with you on a live Zoom call. I'll send you the link. And then we're going to talk about your goals. And we're going to help you clearly define your definite major purpose or your worthy ideal. So I highly encourage you to take advantage of that. In the next episode, we're going to talk about forming a mastermind group with other people with a common goal. You won't want to miss it. With an effective mastermind group, you can amplify your powers and create miracles. No kidding. Remember, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Earl Nightingale said that. I love that quote. So until next time, you have a good one.